Let's see what we got. I guess we clocked in. We ain't doing nothing wrong. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you guys here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much is that I help you to become Christ-like, Buddha-like, Krishna-like. And what that means is that I help you to attain that highest level of understanding. Because for you to become like them, you would have to understand the things that they understood. In fact, they got to where they are by, this is what keeping my commitments are. When Jesus telling you, I want you to keep those, those are the instructions for you to become as great as he is. So to be Christ-like, it's nothing offensive, nor nor as if it should be a thing of the past. Like that was able it was able to take place only in that moment, and then what happens? God stopped existing. Do you see what I'm saying? What happened to the experience of it? To you not just saying that you're following God, but to you to for you to live godly too. These are just levels. It's just it's just a manifestation of what you should inspire to be. That's what the Buddha is. That's what the Krishna is. In other words, it's not even that. It's a confirmation letting you know that you can become like that. Because how did they come up with the Jesus story? Like, as a man, he had to come and suffer and, like kind of go through what you came through, understand your struggle to let you know that you can do it too. If he can do it, had to belittle himself that way. Now it's letting you know you can do it too. That's the idea of being Christ-like. The whole Jesus idea is for you to become that as well. And that's how the whole being born again comes in. It's not just a thing that you say or just a sociable term or somehow you just change socially. I mean, that could also be part of it too, but ultimately there's an essence. You know what I'm saying? It has to take place somewhere. That change has to take place into your life. This is how you become the testimony for God, right? So this is a transformation. You have to change. You have to become the very change that you're talking about. If we're talking about Christ, well, what does that mean in your life? Otherwise, it becomes just a thing, just a social thing to talk about. Or if I'm not talking, you know what I'm saying? It's not related. It becomes a belief system. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, it has, it hasn't gotten to a point where it should be a practical matter. But unfortunately, due to ignorance, we don't see it from that perspective. So, in this channel, to give is to receive. The way I go about helping you to become that Christ-like or to attain that highest level of consciousness is through the use of what I call the power of words. And when I'm talking about the power of words, what I'm talking about here are quotes, proverbs, wise sayings, old saying. They go by so many different names. Proverb. Now, the one thing you will see in these things is that, like to me, what make them very powerful, like they are all different respectively, right? Like when you're looking at poetry, lyricism, proverb, like they are all structured differently. But the key thing I'm trying to get you to see here that makes them all like similar, it's how those words are being used to express. Like in poetry, words are being used a certain way. Do you see what I'm saying? Like for you, like to, it's oh man, it's beautiful too. By the way, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It is also an art in itself. I mean, to have the ability, let's just say, if we're talking about a tree, and to breathe life into that tree, how you describing it, man, it's mind blowing. It's, in other words, you giving a voice to the things that are not speaking. And the voice that you're, oh man. Anyway, this is a whole other stuff, man. So I'm saying all of that to say when you're looking at all those different things, and the one thing they have in common is how things are being said. Then for me, when I'm talking about the power of words, clearly I'm not referring to the meaning of a word. Some people say word are powerful, the intention behind it, yada yada, good, good. I mean, I hear it. I hear it. Not impressed, but I hear it. But for me, when I'm talking about the power of words, it's not a definition or the intention of a word, but it's how those words are being combined together. And then in that combination, it's like you never heard like a certain quote, and depending on the nature of the quote, it's if it's a motivational quote, then you will feel motivated automatically. It gives you this I guess short high. But what I'm trying to get you to see is you reacting to it. Is that reaction to it? Well, I remember I used to listen to a guy like named Les Brown. He used to say, "Well, when you how did he say this shit? When you fall down, if you look up, well, you can't stand up." So you're seeing the word association, but most importantly, it's like it's how this thing's being said. If there was a will, there's a way. So in the structure of these things, there's a lot of things that is being said that if I wanted to say directly to you, it just it wouldn't be the same. You see how when people say what's understood doesn't have to be explained? Well, it's that part. If I were to explain it to you, I mean, you still would get it, but it was already gotten from the minute you said, "Yo, I got it." That's the type of thing that those fucking proverbs, those things do to you. It talks to you in a way that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It talks to you in ways you never heard before. In so many words, this is when now it becomes captivating. When you find a great speaker, they know how to, get you to listen to them. All that kind of shit, however the fuck you want to put it. But the bottom line here is how those words are being put together eloquently, and how you are receiving that they're being projected to you. Man, the power of word is very important. Trust and believe. That's what poetry is poetry. Lyricism, or what I'm saying, and a lot of great speakers, they understand. I'll give you a perfect example: word association. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why they like to give you a little bit of rhyme and reason. Not only it shows signs of intelligence, but it's also there's something that's taking place, man. Trust me, I love it though. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm in the presence of that kind of shit. Cause I used to read quotes, just quotes all by themselves. And just so you guys know, like I always tell people, if there is a shortcut, that's probably the only shortcut. Because not only they demand your fucking attention, so those quote has a certain ability to just talk to your subconscious mind directly without asking you for fucking permission. Now that's power of words for me. And not to mention how, the reaction, how you get to react to it. When you hear certain things, you're like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Especially in those rap guys. You know what I'm saying? When these niggas be dropping balls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even like you know what I'm saying? There's a nigga too, Loaded Luck. Shout out to you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's someone special. He's a tribe member. You know what I mean? Definitely tribe member. You feel me? And listen, man, we are all around the world, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're all out here, man, all doing all this work, in different levels, different layers, in different, you know what I'm saying, like in different spaces. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that's how you know we are all one too. Because we all can, I mean, I can relate to a whole lot of people and seeing where they're at in terms of, who they are. Because I could read their spirit. You feel me? But anyway, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, as a spiritual healer in this channel, to give is to receive, because I also have another channel. Go by the name of Lespri, and there, like, we just do what we do. But the reason why I'm also talking about this channel tonight, because this conversation here is gonna be posted in both motherfucking channels. You hear me? Because there's a lot to talk about here, as you already see in the fucking title. So, this is one thing I do in this channel, which is to give is to receive. So I use those quotes. Now, in L'Esprit now, I get a little more into, let's just say, being mentally and emotionally balanced. I'll be talking a whole bunch of shit on, you know what I'm saying, on that channel. So, in this channel, over here, depending on who's watching and how you're looking at me, you know what I'm saying? But hey, over here. So, because what we're doing it there, we're making over there, over here. You know what I'm saying? Now, over here is going to be over there too, but over there is over here for now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it has always been that case any fucking way, because it's tomatoes, tomatoes. But, we do what we do and how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get both personalities today, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get two for one, baby. You're gonna get more for what you paid for. You hear me? So welcome, welcome, and always welcome. But most importantly, just know it is a pleasure for me to do this and honor. And if somehow you're able to learn and to grow from this, nigga, congratulations to yourself, nigga. Because I'm getting mine. I already got mine, bitch. So let's go. Right. So I guess I'll be going, okay. So yeah. So then I get to talk about spirituality and all that good stuff. We're going to combine all of that tonight. Listen, man, it's going to be a potpourri. You know what I'm saying? We're going to throw it all in that mix. You know what I'm saying? We're going to mix it up. We're going to come out with some good shit for you guys, like we always do anyway. But the reason why, too, I wanted to have this on both channels, man, as you can already see in that title. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, man. There's a lot that's being said. And here's the thing that I didn't even, man, I was talking about quotes and the power of words. Man, I didn't even get into the meat and the potatoes. I was just describing the surface when I was telling you guys how they demand your fucking attention, how they bypass your subconscious mind, and just for you to see in the structure and how those words are being put together and how they reflect how you get certain things out of that. Oh man. And not to mention the wealth of wisdom. Now that's the meat and the potatoes, and this is also the reason why I wanted to have this one on both channels. Because when we look at, hold on just a second, shit, I forgot the title for a minute. I'm saying? Actually, there was two of them that I was thinking. Sacrifice is the law of life. Now, by the way, let me just say this too, so you guys know. This is actually a quote that comes from, I guess, Hinduism. Now, so you guys know, when it comes to knowledge, I always say this: knowledge, wisdom is welcome wherever it comes from. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, there's no truth that never took anything away from a real man. This is why, listen, man, the truth is the truth regardless of where you go. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, you don't need to learn how to speak nobody's fucking language. I mean, there's a difference between tradition. I understand all that shit. But when we really comes down to that divine side of us, that human rights, that divine rights of us, man, I mean, this is our essence. And now it's a matter of, how aware are you of that? And that's pretty much what the whole thing is all about. This is why, again, when you don't know who you are, like your money doesn't matter. Because the ultimate purpose, you can only get better by knowing who you are. So if you have money, but yet, you know what I'm saying? It means nothing, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? It means nothing. And that's the whole idea of even Jesus telling you, man, what would it gain a man to gain the world and to lose your soul? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's like it's that misunderstanding. And even for anybody to think money's everything. How can money be everything when we create money, bro? They print out those dollar bills. They're all being printed, guys. It's important for you to understand that. They're all being printed like paper. Man, when you fully understand this, you see, this is again another illusion too. That false sense of, security that somehow money you think is going to give you when that is not the case. I mean, you've heard it from people who got money too. Okay, let's just say you want to say, you know what, fuck this Haitian nigga here. Nigga, you gonna say this, either you have it or you don't have it. If you don't have it, nigga, shut the fuck up. I got it. I understand what you're saying. I understand. But for me knowing what I know, but not just that, you know what I'm saying? And the people that got money will tell you that too. It is an illusion. This is why true happiness is you. You are the business. If you don't take care of that, I mean, what is having money have to do with nothing here, man? It means absolutely nothing. Do you get it? But that comes with a level of awareness, man. You know what I'm saying? And just like they say too, a pearl in the desert means nothing. If you got, you know what I'm saying, gold in the desert means nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? What this is saying in so many words, you know what I'm saying? This is why you have to master your environment too. Anything that is valuable now. Do you know at one point salt used to be used as money? The very salt that you today know. At one point when niggas were doing barter systems. Anyway, I mean, I'm not a historian and none of that shit, but I'm saying that to say because that's from the lens that I look at history. You got to look at the evolution, how we were able to, this world that we're living in is orchestrated by us. This is what is being called the matrix. This is the world that we create. This is the society that you're being raised by or being raised from. This is where you're getting your education from. And this is the very thing I want you also to be aware of because that's the very thing that's going to set you free. You see, none of you guys look at yourself from a spirit perspective because you were always trained to look at yourself only from a physical perspective, meaning you just look at what you look like and this is your only identification. That's the only thing you know about you. Meanwhile, you having dreams, you're doing some, let's just say, weird experiences that you were experiencing. Because We all call it weird, but we all going through it, and that's all of us. So let me just dumb it down, just to make a point, right? So then now you experiencing all this weird shit that is part of your when you're not dealing with the weird shit. I mean, they're all part of the same reality. I mean, is it smart to choose one over the other? I mean, to be in your full version, I mean, obviously there's two sides of you, what not exploring both sides of you. And that's what harmony and completion is. This is what we would call in the occult, you know what I'm saying, a successful marriage between your masculine and your feminine, or however you want to call it, your intellect or and your emotions. I help you. Both of these things have to be balanced and they have to come together. You understand what I'm saying? Every man has some femininity in him, and every feminine has some masculinity in them. This is why can women do what men do? Hell yeah. Can you do what women do? Hell yeah too. Now, doesn't mean you do it better than let's just say, if I'm a man and I'm 80% of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that your 20% doesn't mean because you could do it too, it's gonna be as efficient as mine because it's 80% on my side. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well work together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the marriage is. You know what I'm saying? Then now, as a man, I could live my femininity through my woman, and this is the union. That's how the two flesh becomes one. And then now through her, in her masculinity, now she's living that in me. This is when now I am the husband, I am the man, I am the leader, I am this, I am that. Not that she can't do it herself or she has no leading quality in her, but now she's living it through me and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whoever needed to hear that, but I guess I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you really understand what this marriage is really all about, huh? If we're talking about in the name of the spirit here, and then again, man, so let's get into it, man, because it's been 22 minutes now. So, man, the law, what was it that I just said, man? I'm tripping. Sacrifice is the law of life. Man, guys, listen, man. I don't know what that means to you, how that hits you. If you hear wisdom, if it's just another sentence, but that shit hit me hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit me deeply, man. Like it got me in my feelings, to be honest. I mean, so much so that is the reason why I'm here. I'm so much in my feelings. I'm gonna have this posted in both of my channels. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how emotional this shit is to me, bro. Now, let's get into it, man, because this is deep as fuck. This, in essence, man, tells you about everything. Sacrifice is the law of life. In other words, it's the idea of you dying for you to live. For any one of us, this is why you have to sacrifice you. Again, if you have not sacrificed you to be the best you that money cannot give you, why does it matter for you? Like, what would money do? Like, having money means nothing at this point because having money is no better than that. It's just a small part of you knowing or mastering you. This is when now money follows you. This is when you become abundant now. Seek the kingdom of God and everything else will be added to you, man. I'm trying to get you niggas to walk through the front door, man. You know what I'm saying? Walk in like a, hey, man, walk in, baby. Walk right in there. But you got to earn your steps, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your rap, everything. And that's what the work is, man. You know, when you get to weigh your heart, that's very important. This is your elevation. You know, this is the amount of shadow work that had to be done. The death, because each one of those elevation is actually giving birth. Like, man, the spiritual identity crisis is for real, bro. You know, I mean, I done went through so many different phases spiritually. You know, it's like I'm unmasking so many different aspects of myself. This shit is crazy, B. I mean, it's something to live for. It's something to be experienced that I even myself can't fully shit put in words yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely going through the motions. Man, it's just incredible. And you know, also at times too, man, I feel like I'm co-creating with the universe too. It's almost like, you know, it got sensitive to a point for me, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I could smell certain things in the air, man. Oh man, this is godly, bro. Oh man. It's so incredible. It is so incredible, man. It's incredible. It's love. Oh man, it's everything. The experience is everything, guys. Because this is where the transformation takes place. But also, if we're gonna tie this up to that, sacrifice being the law of life. Listen, man, in life, all we're truly doing is trading things in for something else, regardless of how you want it, baby. And those of us who understand what the true sacrifice is, this is why you are the sculptor of your life. You are the artist, man. You know, when you learn how to sacrifice or have discipline, these are things I had to go through, man, to become. It's like I had this picture of this man that I always wanted to be, but I didn't know how to become that man. But, you know, but I'm becoming that man, and now I'm knowing what it took. I didn't know the journey, but now, I mean, come on, man. Like, you know, I am him. I am him, man. So I'm saying that to say, those are, you know what I'm saying, the men within that this is that inward work that has to be done. This is the men within you have to successfully embody and successfully pull him out. And this is how the word, the flesh now is being made. I mean, the word is now being made flesh. You have to become the God walking amongst men. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is for the livings, man. You know what I'm saying? This is for the livings. So that means the experience has to be like, you have to live it, man. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I know I can't be one of the ones that you just said I was just saying his name and no work. You know what I'm saying? I showed up. The work itself speaks for itself, man. You know what I'm saying? I just show up, man. The work is speaking, man. You know what I'm saying? I show up with my cross, man. Listen, you don't have to take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? I show up with my cross, baby. Mm, man. You know, and that's why when I tell people, man, my life went from negative to positive, and that's what success is to me, man. I am successful. You know, even to be as a little child to become a man. You know what I'm saying? man, this is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Because that journey of becoming a man, that's the law of sacrifice, baby. I mean, there's no sacrifice, and like without like, there's no sacrifices. There's no way like you have to sacrifice something, bro. And you're gonna sacrifice yourself either way anyway. Now it's two things. You could do it for the betterment of you or for the worst of you, but either way you have to sacrifice yourself because that is the ultimate sacrifice. You know how some people always would tell you, even in the so-called, let's dumb it down for a minute. People would tell you, hey man, it's better for you to, go like 4 years where you're working hard and then, you could chill later. Those are all prices. Those are all, you know what I'm saying? And this is the work that is being done. And I'm gonna get into that too. Oh my God. In fact, let me do that now. I'm gonna get into that one too. Oh, that one there. Listen, man. It says you have the right to work, but never the fruit of the work. You have the right to work, but never the fruit of the work. Oh man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I'm very emotional tonight, guys. Because these things, like, I'm taking it up a notch too with you. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's about time that we go within a little bit more. Because this is where everything is taking place. This is where your attention needs to be. That man within, your subconscious mind, fully knowing the different aspect on how to communicate to that with that person. This is where, what I'm saying, your, how do you call that? Your, oh man, it's just the Creole part that's coming out of my mind right now. But your Kindle, your prayers, your, what I'm saying, your evocations, whatever you choose, you use, those are all tools. Because ultimately, even your meditation too, meditation is also another big tool, that would help you to successfully awaken that person within. Because what you're doing while you're meditating is elevating your consciousness. But first, that's why you also need to open up your third eye. Now, that was a little bit of a different, conversation. Now, in terms of, how to do the physical aspect on how to get that spiritual part to work. As it is within, so it is without. There's a way to trigger it physically, but to those who knows who know. To those who, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying? I got you. Don't worry about it. But I'm also saying all of that, the rites of passage, all those different type of ceremonies or ritual, is to get you to fully awaken that dormant, that soul in yours to bring that alive. And that's what attaining that Christ consciousness is in so many words. And also you attaining that highest level of consciousness. It's going to be different for anybody, but everybody, but ultimately, it could be done. It has been done. That's what Jesus dying for you. He did it. I did it too, nigga. I am him. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be him too. But truly by being you, but him as well. Simply meaning, in terms of, being who you are. Because that me I am is going to be different from that who you are, but that is all connected. That is needed as I'm doing my work. And nigga, I would love to see your work too. And to the ones that I've seen their work too, I salute you as well. And this is where the ancestors are. This is where what I always acknowledge as I'm stepping into the scene myself. You know what I'm saying? And who's bad? What's going on, Mike? You know what I'm saying? That's my guy too, man. Who's bad? Then I realized I got a little bit of all these guys inside of me. And the little bit of that side of those guys that I had was technically me. It wasn't really them. But I was able to see myself through them, through their brightness. Then now I fully understand how important it is for you to look good. And then now for you to be inspired by that light, not for you to be them, but for you to be you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson was inspired by Muhammad Ali, but he's no fucking Muhammad Ali. But he's Mike Tyson, though. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just like Anthony Joshua was saying, he's influenced by Mike Tyson, but he's an AJ too, though. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? And that's the part of him. And for me, well, I can't, I'm not going to speak for nobody, but for me, that's the part of me. And as I was delving more into myself, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that represented. Then I came to understand the projection, which is all part of me. And that's how I was successfully able to recollect my pieces, the part of myself, and make myself whole. Because a lot of these guys, you're giving out your energy to them. I mean, which is also part of your energy, which is fine. But once you really get to the bottom, to the meat and the potatoes, then you will collect these worlds and you'll see how great it feels, man. Now you got your own power. You know what I'm saying? You do see what I'm saying? I mean, and this is what inspired to be for somebody else without you following me because I understand what this is. I understand the true meaning of this, what it truly means to be doing this. And this is what, for me as a spiritual healer, when I tell you guys the truth, does not take away from you, it adds to you. This is why if I'm telling you the truth, nigga, I don't if I'm a Buddhist and you're a Christian and I'm telling you some shit that is true, like I mean shit. It doesn't make you a Buddhist, nigga, if that shit is true, nor does it take away from you being a Christian if that shit is true. This shit is true either way, nigga. With or without your validation, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? With or without your validation. And this is what you may need to wake up more to. And this is also another reason why the truth is always around us. We are the one who needs to wake up to it. You know what I'm saying? The law of natures, all these discovery, the science is telling you that shit was always there. You just now figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are figuring shit out. You waking up to shit. And depending on where you are or where you are on your journey and how this is being orchestrated, it may bring you right here to me. And for you to get the work that you need to get to the next, you know what I'm saying, for you to keep doing your thing, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. That's it. I'm just doing mine, man. I hope you get to do yours. That's it, man. And this is where this is a love thing for me, man. And that's simply what it is for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my gain, I already got it. You know what I'm saying? If there's more to gain, hell yeah. But now it's gonna go back to what we were talking about too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we were talking about the men within. When you understand these things, now, even though it's there's action that is being made or taken, but it's not action based, it's not behavior based. When you're acting from you, when you're doing the right thing, not because of other people's validation, but from your true self, you know what is right. You know what I'm saying? From a pure state of mind. I mean, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And when you take more action that way, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is what it means to When you I do shit, you can only be great at what you love anyway. So can you imagine when every step that you do, every move that you make, man, you're not expecting a reward from it. Like this shit, like I'm doing here, man. I could do this shit and not even publish it. In fact, I could tell you how many times, man, I'll just be talking to myself, breaking shit down, and doing all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is truly me sucking my own dick, bro. Like publicly now, I guess. You know, like, this is me coming out the closet, nigga. I'm sucking my own dick publicly. Now the whole world can see it. That's all this is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And here's the crazy shit. And that came from a humble place too. Came from love and humility too. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that love already in you, that peace, because I know how I come across too, because, it could make, I mean, you may feel very much insecure too. But if you do, I mean, just know it's in your heart. If you feel it, that means it's in yourself. You know why? Because what you eat do not make me use the bathroom. You know, try it if you want. Sir, try it if you like. Try it. And then I guess I'll let you know. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying also that to say, like, this is also, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand the level and how things are being seen. And ultimately, the part of the transformation is to transform the way your ways of looking at things. And that's what being born again is. Meaning, at one point, you used to look at things from a physical perspective. Well, now, if you're a man of God, so you should be looking at everything from a prophecy, from a divine perspective, from the will of God type of shit. I mean that's the only thing that would make sense. Then you would see the harmony in life. Then you will understand there's messages in everything that you are encountering. And guess what? Since you're dealing with energy, there's emotions, there's intelligence in them. That's how you're able to pick up on certain people's energy. It doesn't matter. Someone has the ability. I could pick up on mine if you know how to read it, and vice versa. So now, as you got to know yourself, deeper level, then now you could deal with what I'm saying. This is the meat for the real man. Now, can you understand, like that part for me personally? This is the part where I'm not gonna talk to the unworthy or the uninitiated. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like this is your rites of passage. You gotta earn this to have that type of conversation. It's nothing spooky. It's nothing, none of that. But if you're not open to it, what's the point of me communicating to you with you about that? I mean, like I said, I mean, shit, I think I could do it to myself very well. I could keep myself occupied. Oh man, like I'm an expert at that. That's what, isolation did for me. You know what I'm saying? We build a stronger relationship here, man. It's like now you came back, you listen to me talking. Oh no, I'm good. Well, now we're good. Like what the fuck? You thought I was gonna lose my mind? You crazy? Well, I mean, I guess this is me losing my mind. I'll take it. I'll take it because it's gonna be me and my mind wherever I go, nigga. That's my dog. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, man. It can either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, hammer shatters glasses. but it forges swords, man. We sword on this side, baby. Come on, man. Anyway, when you're doing things just because, man. Why do we do it? Just because, man. Just because. You know what I'm saying? That mystery of life, that intuitive side of us, man, this is your soul speaking to you in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? And this is the language that you need to understand so that way you could that's the shadow work that has to be done. That's that inner connection, that integration, that whatever the fuck you want to call it. Your higher self, lower self, yeah, however, whatever name you choose you want to use for it. And then as you also successfully, since we were talking about the law, sacrifice being the law of life. You don't get anything greater in life without no sacrifices. Who do you know? A nigga with a nice body? Well, you already know. Yo, there's a guy that I know, man. Like, no wonder why his body's that way. Like, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, man, you gotta know, do the things that people do to get the things that they did. And then if you do that, you're gonna get the same results. I mean, result at that point I mean, come on, man. That's why when you follow you never lose. Every time you bet on the house, which is you never lose. Never ever lose. Never. You may not see fruit bear. Hey, listen, man. It's all part of it. It's all part of the transformation. Besides, I mean, if you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for something, I mean, shit. And to stand for anything, this is where the storm, life's gonna hit you. Well, if you stand for it, this is the best time to show it, baby. And best believe I'm dancing. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. I'll make this game look good. You hear me? Man, I passed the shit with flying colors, man. You tell me how you want it, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's a little hot tonight. You know what I mean? So there's nothing, a guy with a great body, anything you need, Michael Jordan, the amount of time, Kobe Bryant, like you name it. Who has not sacrificed things, man? To live in itself is the sacrifice, bro. Now, how you choose to sacrifice it is your call. And this is why you have to become the sacrificial lamb. Then you understand the ultimate sacrifice. Who is it? It's you, my friend. This is when you become devoted to that spirit in you. All that shit. Because there's nothing greater than that, obviously. And then when you know you, then nothing else matters. And everything else will be added to you too. Do you see how the fuck this shit works? You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're looking at it from that perspective, then now you should understand the only right, your right to work. How the fuck did I say that shit? Hold up, let me go back to it. You have the right to work, but never the fruit of the work. The right to work, the right for you to express who you are, the right, you know what I'm saying, for you to be, your actions should come from the men within. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something you love, do you need an award for that, nigga? I mean, an award would be nice. I'm not saying that at all. But if you're already doing what you love, like, okay, cool. It comes with an award, I'll take it. It doesn't come with it. Well, shit, nigga. You tell me. You see what I'm saying? And this is where too, by you following yourself, you build character. You know what I'm saying? You become a man of your word, a man of choice, a man who stands for something, or a woman, whatever the fuck. I mean, this is unisex. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck the situation is. Like, how do you go wrong? And just so, and I always like love to take the time to talk about this because I know a lot of people get this fucked up. They don't understand the difference between self-love and selfish. It's a world of difference. I know they both talk about the self, but they go out about it in two separate ways. Selfish, talking about the self, not concerned with the self within, but it's only concerned with the external shit. So meaning someone who's selfish would also hurt themselves out of self-love, out of a lack of self-love. Because they're only concerned because the self-esteem is not at play here. It's not the concern. It's the self-worth. So they step on other people's toes without caring about your feelings because obviously they're not even worried about their own feelings. Now, in self-love, on the flip side of it, I got to acknowledge my feelings. And because I acknowledge my own feelings, now I want to acknowledge your feelings. Do you understand how this thing go? This is why if you do not love you, you will not be able to love nobody else. Has nothing to do with being selfish, has absolutely nothing to do with being arrogant. All this is referring to is now you have the ability to understand through yourself about you, now you can relate to others. When you acknowledge your own feelings, then now you're not gonna be a fucking asshole to somebody else. The niggas being an asshole to somebody else, for the most part, that's what you call him a jerk. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. So I hurt your feelings. So what? That's how it goes. That's why the people with life inside of them, the people of quality, do quality shit. But it all comes from within. Then now, as you loving who you are, depending on who you are, then now you're gonna learn throughout your this journey. You're gonna have to create boundaries too. You know, this it comes with the growth. It's part of the spiritual identity crisis. Again, it's part of you becoming who you are because ultimately you are the law. The ultimate sacrifice is you. You are the ultimate sacrifice. So can you see why now, even in the Bible, there's always been sacrifices? A bodybuilder, no pain, no gain, however you want to put it. Or even if you don't chase your track, well you whatever you put. So you gotta put something to give you to get something. And to sacrifice anything, that's what it means. What are you putting up for a better you? How important it is to you will determine what type of person you are. Building character, again, all part of your self transformation, all part of you. Keep going. Delve deeper, baby. I mean, shit, keep going, nigga. Those of you who are going through that transformation, keep going. And I'm saying I turn out okay. Obviously, I'm just giving you the testimony here to let you know it was done, nigga. Keep going. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it goes, man. And that's what all of our ancestors did. We came down the mountain, man, to tell you, hey, man, I spoke to him, to give you the rules, the laws. This is why when I talk to people, too, this is not about you following me. It was never about that. I don't even ask you to subscribe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if you do subscribe, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I'm saying that to say, it wouldn't be for, a following idea, but it would be for something in you, for you in it. You got to make it count, man. You make it count, sir. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, it speaks for itself. You feel me? So, man, sacrifice is a big part of it, baby. This is why you have to embrace pain. I mean, regardless of what you're doing, if you got to wake up early in the morning to work out, depending on what your plans are, hey, man, it's got to be done one way or another. That's why pain is there. This is where you don't want to be comfortable. All that talk is coming. Again, your reality. This is why, who did you know who was a man of God who did not go through suffering or trials and tribulations? Not even Job, you know what I'm saying? God chilling with Satan, be like, all right, nigga, just don't kill the nigga. Again, those are storytelling to get you to see a bigger picture. But if you look at it from a physical perspective or a fucking historical perspective, I think you might be missing the point. Because these are all mythology, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are all powerful tools. It could be used to set you free, or, you know, I hope you're using it to set you free. And I'm helping you to use it in a way that will help you to set yourself free. So then now when you understand that you got to give up something for you to get something or to become something greater, then you understand for you to be a greater version of yourself, then you have to become the sacrifice, my friend. Then now as you become the sacrifice, here's the next step now. Whew. You know what I'm saying? Now you have the right to work. Then you understand, you know what I'm saying? Now being of divine essence, you're going to have to be you. I mean, are you being you for the reward of being you, or you being you because of you? Do you see what I'm saying? This is why you do things from a pure state of doing, for lack of better terms. But you truly, and that's what the Buddhists would say, you're doing shit without doing it. Or they may call it the law of non-attachment, however the fuck they call it. But I understand what the fuck they're saying. Because all that attachment, detachment means nothing. The minute you know who you are, that detachment, attachment means nothing. And this is why, like, you can't serve two gods any fucking way. But I understand what they're saying in terms of, for the sake of understanding, so you understand the point. You having the right to work, but not to the fruit of it, simply means you being, not being engaged, not being a whole. You know what I'm saying? Not doing shit necessarily, okay, how much am I gonna get from this? Who's gonna look at it? No, just to do shit for the sake of you, the betterment of you, as part of you expressing yourself. This is where at this time, when you start expressing yourself that way, this is what the Buddhists also called, now you no longer karmic, meaning now you become in alignment. But that's a whole other conversation too. And I feel like that's what a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it could be seen in so many different layers. There's no right or wrong. It's a level of it's a matter of levels. Who you talking to, and what, in which light are you saying what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's really what that is. But the bottom line here, which I think makes it very powerful, man, it's really to do things just, and ironically, I made a recording last night where I was talking about the meaning of truly doing the right thing. Not for validation, not because people are saying no, like because of you. That is, you are the right thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Not in a selfish way, but once you truly understand, going back to when I was talking about self-love, now you get to acknowledge your own feelings, not allowing other people to step over your own feelings, you protecting yourself, you loving yourself, you become a support for yourself, you're doing things that help you to grow. I mean, this is all part of self-love, man. You know what I'm saying? As you're doing so, now it's impossible for you to be selfish. It's impossible. I mean, you're still gonna have your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to step on anybody's toes, bro, for me to walk. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I mean, I'm stepping correctly, and I feel very comfortable without having to step on nobody's toes. Why would I even want to do that? Do you see what I'm saying? Well, why would I even want to step on anybody's toes? For what purpose? I don't see the gain in it. What's the gain? Do you see what I'm saying? Like bullshit feelings or mediocre rewards or some self of what? And then at the end, you become all more depressed on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never see a nigga who's doing dumb shit. That's like being a hater. You know what I'm saying? Not only is some hateful shit, even if you got what you want, what you happy about is some hateful shit. It's like, it's just trash. Like, there's no gain in it. Anyway, it just couldn't be me. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying all of that to say, when you're truly acting from your actions comes from that within, the right thing, from your divine path. And those steps sometimes I'm not, I mean, those are not, if you're looking at or you understand, like, when you follow God's commandments, man. That's what the right thing is. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily didn't go to a party or you went to a party or you smoke, you don't smoke. All of that, I mean, shit. Again, look at all the people, you so-called the people of God. It really comes down to who they heart, they were as a person. When you truly look at it, pay attention. It's really the heart. Abraham, good ass nigga. Who else? Moses. Like these motherfuckers was cool ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas with pure hearts, man. You know what I'm saying? When I picked this shit out, I'm like, oh, okay. That's really what the game is, man. It's not your fucking behavior. It's not how many people you feed. It's none of that shit, man. See, there you go again. You may be doing, like for me, I might be doing that shit, and yet none of it matters to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your validations. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Fuck out of here. I'm saying that would be a disservice to me, man. I'm too cute to get dirty, bro. Like I'm too cute for certain shit, bro. Like I'm too clean to get my hands dirty, man. Like now I'm not doing it, bro. I don't even want to wash my hands. I mean, I'm still gonna wash my hands, but I'm not gonna get it dirty. Not for that. That's not even dirt anymore. Like that's not even relevant. But again, like even to step, listen, even to act from in that perspective in this life already will make you bold. To be a man of action who do the things that you want to do, not because of other people's validation. or not because of the reward. You love it, you do it. And guess what? You can only be great at something you love anyway. You see what I'm saying? This is some of the half truths that a lot of us think we understand about life, and they're all fucking illusions. You know what I'm saying? We truly don't understand. Like, the true thing is you. Anybody will say it, the actors, the celebrities, the athletes, ultimately, it all comes down to you, your effort, your how you transforming, how you successfully letting the person that you used to be go to embrace someone new. I know for me, I've been embracing a new aspect of me every day. Hey, what's going on, man? Let's do it. Like, oh, okay, so now it's you. Okay, well, shit, nice to meet you, nigga. Well, let's go where we need to go. Obviously, I mean, it's all part of me. I gave birth to you. Well, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Take me to where I need to go, and, and as informant, listen, it's all part of the transformation. Man, this shit been surreal to me, man, to be honest. And just me saying surreal, I mean, it's just, I like to give it that mysterious vibe too, because it is mysterious to me, first of all. Secondly, too, I mean, I don't know. It does something to me. The whole occult language too, man. Like, when I'm really tapping in, like, I love that kind of speech, like everything about it. Again, going back to how things are being said. You know what I'm saying? It awakens certain things. A part in It talks to a certain aspect of you that you won't even you probably will wasn't even aware of. That's how powerful the power of words are, man. But it comes down to how things are being said. But anyway, let me summarize this because it's already been an hour. No need for me to stay any longer than that. And for some reason, I feel like it's getting hot in this motherfucker. Okay. Man, sacrifice, man. This is why, man, you have to embrace this, baby. That should be your friendly reminder every day. Your death, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't be afraid to die, baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to live, even if it includes dying. This is crazy. And that's an ultimate life too. And that's what you get out of sacrifices, man. This is why you have to be the ultimate sacrifice. And sacrifice is the law of life. This is something you should put in your pocket, man, to be honest with you. You should carry that everywhere you go. Understand the law of sacrifice, man, and you are the ultimate sacrifice. Your future depends on that. Who are you gonna give birth to tomorrow, man? This is the person you have to die to become. I'm becoming the guy. Like, I didn't know how to get there, but I knew I wanted him, and I'm becoming him. And here we go. I am getting him. Now I know what it takes for him, though. This is why when you follow yourself, you'll never go wrong. Your intuition is not a safety net. It will guide you. I mean, even when something is bad, your intuition tells you to do it. Trust me, do it, bro. I know your intellect, you will analyze and see that as bad. And I guess for me, I've been obedient because your subconscious, your intuition will guide you to the things that you need to learn. Never what you think is intelligent or not. This is why for me, I don't even judge motherfuckers. And it takes a level of wisdom too. You know what I'm saying? You can't take away the good and the bad in life. Because if you do, you're going to have to split yourself in half. And you see anybody too. They always tell you, I was listening to, what is it, this white boy, Tom Brady. He was talking about how he's lost shape his life, man. Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan after, like, he was denied, like, what is it, 11th grade or junior, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? The story's out there. I mean, you definitely get the point of what I'm saying. Like you can't have, I mean, positive in itself without negativity. I mean, you know, and that's the law of gender. Even in gay couple, there's a man, there's a female. You can't get rid of gender neither, nigga. Even in gay couple, in lesbians, there's gonna be a dude that's gonna dress up more like the masculine one, and there's gonna be a female. I'm talking about gay couple, man. There's the law of gender. That's why when the Kabbalion talks about the law of gender, it always tell you, hey, listen, man, if you think this is gonna be about dick and pussy, you came in the wrong spot. Law of gender has nothing to do with sex. You know, there's a psychological aspect that comes with a man that has a dick. Then you happen to be masculine. You also have a feminine side, but psychologically you wired a certain way. And this is what pretty much the law of gender is embodying, but it's also showing it to you in life. It exists in everywhere. That's why in tantric, when they showing you all those orgies that's taking place, because when I didn't understand it at first, you're like, oh shit, that would be a cool thing to do in the name of Allah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, hey, I was on my spiritual quest, baby. Then come to find out that shit got nothing to do with none of that shit, man. Even when you see the women, they sell it with a giant dick, right? Because what they're doing is they are celebrating the masculine energy. They always do. Because as feminine, they understand for them to become balanced, to be in harmony. And by them doing the ritual, they are acknowledging that side up in them. And because they acknowledge that side in them, so now, of course, they're gonna deal with their men like I am your wife. It's always the bitches that don't acknowledge that side. When you don't acknowledge that, like, well, nigga, what's up? You can't tell me nothing, nigga. Whatever. You see what I'm saying? So, why the fuck am I even talking about that? Well, anyway, it needed to be said. But that was also, that goes to show you, like the complexity in us, man. How much more that we are than what we appear to be. And as a spiritual healer, man, I mean, that's the ultimate goal. That is your ultimate goal. And this is why also when I'm talking about spirituality, then you realize, hey, it's everybody's life. It's your life. It's my life. It's her life. I mean, it's not something that's outside of you. You know what I'm saying? But you may tend to see it that way depending on the level of how much you know about you. And for the most part, let's be honest, we are all raised in a society that teaches you to look at yourself only from a physical perspective. Your name is your driver's license only, or who you do. You know what I'm saying? You take on only that identity, and you just went with it. And it is through that identity now you keeping up with the Joneses. You looking at the trade, the economic, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And the competitive edge comes in, the market comes in. I mean, all that shit is fabricated, dog. You know what I'm saying? Then when you're a nigga like me, you know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Then you're able to come in and out of that world. So me having that ability to see underneath it, man, come on, man. It's another way for you to master it too. But anyway, um, man, it's like you can never be anything if you don't literally sacrifice yourself. I don't care if it's your time. I don't care whatever the fuck it is. It is what it is. Did I not turn you on? Hold up, man. I think I forgot to turn this motherfucker. Is you down with me, motherfucker? Gotta put you in charge again. All right, dog. But anyway, I don't think I have a lightning issue anyway. I'm pretty bright, if not too bright. Um, yeah, man. So that's why to me this is fully loaded. Because this is showing you so much about, like, it's the law of life. Even you growing, like, even from, then you're gonna have a deep voice and all that shit. Like, all that shit is taking place, man. It's really, like, those sacrifices, those replacements, those things are taking place, man. And the more you understand that, and then you understand the ultimate sacrifice is you, and you're gonna be golden. You hear me? Came here to let you know, man. When you sacrifice yourself, you will resurrect, baby. Don't think yeah. Listen, man. The caterpillar is a dead butterfly. Okay, so you're gonna become a butterfly. If you're a caterpillar, you might feel like you're dead. Now you're flying, nigga. I'm saying, I'm just trying to let you know you're gonna be flying, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Spread your wings. Now, the second step to that, because I'm gonna have both quotes, because that one is another one too, man. Just doing the right thing. Your right to work, to express yourself, to see who you are, and then keep working on that. I mean, that's the secret to everything else too. That's how you sacrifice your life too. Because when you're making that sacrifice, listen, man. I mean, the sacrifice is the sacrifice. I mean, you may know the results, what you're gonna get, but the sacrifice is the sacrifice, nigga. I'm thinking like, yeah, man, you may know, I know, I know. You gotta walk through that door, baby. You know what I'm saying? That transformation's gotta take place from one shape or another, baby. That death's gotta take place. Or that new life's gotta take place. You call it what you will, but one thing for sure and two things for certain here, I mean, Romeo must die. And that's the law of sacrifice. Now, in part of that dying, man, this is where, like, you should be acting for reward, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what hoes do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's being in come on, man. Like, unless if you're a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not a hoe, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing things just because of external, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Again, this is not judging at all. This is just saying, like, helping you to question yourself. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you in charge of what's taking place here? Like, are you even aware of what you're doing to yourself? And that's pretty much what this is all about, man. It's to get you to be, hey, it's really you and you. You are the way. Jesus couldn't say that shit any better, bro. You are the way. Regardless of what it is, bro. It's you. And this is the reality, man. Like, I think the sooner you embrace that, like, man, you know what I'm saying? The more accountability that you take, and then it's gonna take you to a level where, like, for me, I no longer take accountability anymore. You know what I'm saying? Not because of chaotic reasoning or being illogical, or you know what I'm saying, like, not at all. Like, I've grown into. I mean, you want to a state of perfection. Everything needed to take place, man. Anything, like, when you really, like I'm really looking at life truly, guys. Like, I mean, obviously, I mean, I can't really say that to anybody. I guess I'm saying it in public. Nigga, everything is needed, bro. Everything is needed, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep your out, man. Uh, You can fight all you, hey, keep out, man. And listen, man. It's not gonna happen a day sooner, a day faster, or a day sooner, man. Only in due time. And what's written and everything's being written, man, has been written. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy shit is for me, even when people don't talk about free will, right? But the more I'm awakening to myself, the more I'm realizing, hey, it was more written. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know what I'm saying? I could see, I'm seeing the writing behind the walls, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Being a blind man reading the scripture. Now we got the sight to see certain things. Hey man, it's all good, bro. I mean, you can't get to call it a matrix or a simulation and go like people are dying. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, which one are you saying, dog? You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold you accountable to something. Come on, man. At least can you take responsibility for that? That shit came out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm saying all of that to say, man, spirituality is our lives, guys. I'll never stop saying it. You know, because I feel like, what I'm saying, like if you can understand that from the start, to truly look at yourself, because it really comes down to you, how you're looking at yourself. And it's funny, in my last recording, I was saying you have to start looking at yourself from a larger perspective for you now to understand that there is more to you than what you look like, right? Because if you don't look at yourself from, you gotta by paying attention, be more attent. I mean, ultimately, that is the goal. Now, the whole craftsmanship, like for me, I started writing now, right? Because I'm writing a book, and this is my craft. I'm sharpening myself. I'm putting my thoughts together. Like this is what I'm saying. Even when I'm doing this too, this is all part of it. But I'm saying all of that to say, I mean, this is why you have to be in touch with with yourself. By you, that's why doing it doesn't matter whatever the fuck that you're doing, and whatever you're doing is doing you. So you better be doing for the sake of doing that. That's gonna do you. Okay, it may sound a little crazy, but I hope you get the point, right? There's a whole lot of doing here, right? Who's doing what? I don't know. Who's doing who? That's not what I'm here for. But what I'm telling you, nigga, what you do is doing you. Then again, this is the beauty. Then you understand. Listen, man, not just that have the right to do, but the reward. You shouldn't be looking at the reward at all. Do you see what I'm saying? And and don't worry about it. You will be compensated. That's what it means when everything will be added on to you. And listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it's been a process for me, but slowly and surely. I mean, hey, I gotta be honest. I mean, it is working out. I see the plan. I was trying to play hard to get, but they showed me the plan. They showed me the plan. They told me, hey, nigga, listen, man, we got you. You're going to look good. You're going to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I would be lying to you, right? You know what I'm saying? I had no reason to lie to you, right? So what I'm going to tell you is that I did see the plan, but yet again, it doesn't take away what you need to go through, though. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to buckle up. You know what I'm saying? In fact, now you have reasons to fight. So when I'm out there, I'm like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all already lost. They don't even know it yet. You know what I'm saying? They know it by now though. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You know what's coming. Oh, it's coming. Come on now. I mean, what do you think? Like, you think it wasn't coming? Mm, 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 mm. Stop it, man. I didn't think it wasn't coming, man. Come on, man. So anyway, going back to what I was talking about now, shit. So it's like, and this is all part of sculpting or extra somehow, you know, uh, successfully pulling them out. And ironically, that goes by so many different names. Some people call it your dragon, your whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, what they're saying is it's your higher self. It's part of that experience that we do in this thing called life as we are becoming more aware of who we are. So, man, and when you start acting from, and this is where you have to be vulnerable too, because the closer you are to you, this is where you have to practice vulnerability. It's gonna feel, but over time you will build some muscle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always try to tell the truth. You could try there. It's not easy to say. I understand, nigga. I understand. Start small. You know what I'm saying? At least, but keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the work. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be feel more comfortable. And in fact, that is the very purpose of a relationship too. People always talk about marriages. Relationship has nothing to do with that. The purpose of a relationship is truly for vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? And for you fully open up and to be one with that person, how would you do it without vulnerability? Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, it just wouldn't make sense. This is why they tell you, what I'm saying, marriage is just a step, or some people would tell you a relationship will start after you get married. You know what I'm saying? Because now, I mean, let's just say you were to somehow, put each other in a box. So now that you both are in the box, what are you gonna do? Somehow you would force to get to know the bitch and to communicate. So all that shit requires for vulnerability. So you would have to be open, and she would have to be open to it too. Got nothing to do with motherfucking marriages. Got nothing. Yeah, I mean, if you call yourself a Christian and then you choose that's what the faith says, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. In fact, in spirituality, we always tell people to that too. You act like you're God. You following those beliefs, and that's what those beliefs said. I mean, I understand. And for the most part, and this is where mind control comes in too. You know what I'm saying? So their mind, and just so I let you guys know too, that's why there's nothing spooky about, mind control. It's all around you. Your very mind could be under control. No, you better know. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, think about it, man. Niggas are not even honest to a point where to understand. See, this is why I tell niggas too, man. Like, if you only telling me Christianity is the only thing you know, so therefore, I wouldn't say you don't have no faith in what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying. But if that's the only thing you know, that's cool. You know what I'm saying. But when you know different things, and then with that, now you choose to have this though. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, it would have sounded a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? Because now you would have the ability to talk about the differences in this and that. You know what I'm saying? Having, comparing the two and seeing whatever the fuck. But for the most part, if you're looking at it from a higher perspective anyway, then what you're gonna see is that, listen, man, one doesn't really take away from each other. I mean, from another. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, there's a lot of things you will learn from Jesus that maybe Buddha doesn't talk about. And there's a lot of things you will learn from Buddha that maybe Jesus don't talk about. And that goes for Hinduism, that also goes for voodoo, that goes for any other type of religion, the Sufism. Oh man, the amount of wisdom, you know what I'm saying? The Kabbalah, the Kabbalion. Come on, man. Mm. You know what I'm saying? To somehow objectively reject all of them without even knowing about them. And now you're telling me faith? I don't know. I mean, faith is, I mean, I don't know. It's one thing to have faith, but I mean, wouldn't faith even make more sense by you understanding them? But if that's the only thing you know, that's what, and again, I wanted to touch on mind control too, another form of mind control. Showing you the different layers in mind control in this part where you blindly take something just because they tell you. When you really come down to it, it's like they just tell you, "Hey, man, you're gonna burn in hell." And would you like to be burned in hell? Like, have you ever even asked the motherfucker that tells you that? Like, have you been in hell? How the fuck do you know? Or anybody who's telling you that for that matter, no. Let's be honest. But they going in. I mean, honesty may not be your thing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys really are falling for the okey doke, and that could have a big holes on you to a point where now you're calling everything you don't know fucking satanic shit. You're afraid of fucking statues. I mean, and then you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand. Like, anyway, I really don't get it. And you doing it just to justify your action is best because that's what it says. Just because. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what kind of truth is that, but the truth that I'm here, hopefully talking about here, is the one thing I noticed by me studying Buddhism, Sufism, the Masons, and all this shit. Ultimately, what I realized, and Krishna, all of them motherfuckers, they're all talking about the same thing in different ways. Especially if all of them telling you to go within, Jesus telling you, hey man, before you put sacrificing God, like purify yourself first. The idea there was to get you to be practical. I mean, how does it make sense if you a fucked up person? You don't even deal with your neighbors. You all fucked up, and then now you go to Sunday church and you be the loudest one singing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, happy day. That's what you motherfuckers do. And then here's the thing too, like, and this is why, and it's funny. I used to listen to this comedian he used to say that, his mom would go to church and they'd just give him a look because they know when you get home, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Ain't no Jesus in that house, right? That type of shit. So technically, you get to see the two different personalities that they have. That's why church, these things become a social political, you know what I'm saying? It's a social place to go. You know what I'm saying? You want to look good? Like niggas just talking about Jesus just to talk of Jesus. And then they tell you they love Jesus. Jesus, I love Jesus, and Jesus saved me. And then if you were to ask them, but how? Like, how is it? Like, can you tell us about how? Like, how is it being manifested in your life? You know what I'm saying? It becomes more of a, how can I say this, man? Like, I don't know, man. It's a feel good type of shit. And then somehow to speak of Jesus, I got Jesus in my life. Is that validation again? The Son of Christ. And that's what too, and then come to find out, no, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind, never mind. But anyway, man, this shit is it's crazy, man. You know, man, no one is really concerned about what's going on in the inside of. And this is where the true transformation takes place, man. When you deal with what's inside of you, this is why, do you notice, like the motherfucker, like the Bill Cosby type of motherfuckers, right? They wouldn't use profanity and it's all about, speaking well and all that good shit. Meanwhile, their life is in like, there's no connection. What they're saying, their subconscious and their conscious mind is not in harmony. This is why a lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying, they do fuck little boys, do all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors because their shadow work has not been done. But yet, who's talking about Jesus? Who's talking about all the good shit, the book knowledge, all this shit, man? It's already being said. You can have an AI right now doing spiritual, talking to you about spirituality, all the good shit, saying all the right words. This is why without the experiences mean nothing. You could, yeah, spiritual. You could jab, uh, G, GBT. What is it? Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's perplexity now. I mean, you could have all that shit, but without the experience, and again, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always tell you guys, you have to experience it. You know what I'm saying? People just know what to do, have the right words. The book references now, that's what's taken over. That's what replaced now. It's almost looked on like you became what? Without the experience, you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when you're looking at all the so-called men of God, those were guys who had to go through trials and tribulation because that's what the transformation is. To carry your cross, that's what carrying your cross is. How else do you think you're gonna carry your cross if you don't put it to work yourself? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why, unfortunately, when you only look at Jesus from a fucking historical perspective, you're missing out on a whole lot of things. You don't see how relevant it is in your life today. Like I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, right? Like that's why, like even if you don't believe in, just like I was trying to tell him, it doesn't matter if you believe in if you're atheist or not. But if you go by the tale of creation, this is what the Bible is all about. Because those very tales, what they're doing is they are the essence of every society. Do we openly talk about sex? I mean, we're in a society where, you know what I'm saying, we don't talk about these things. When you look at, if you want to be part of society, how do you act? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't tell your, you know what I'm saying, your dick, your kids, this is pussy. You come up with imaginary word and that you think that sounds good and somehow you're protecting them and, come to, and here's the funny thing. I didn't know meld and all that shit. Then the motherfucker grow up. It's like, oh, okay. But anyway, I'm not saying you should be, not protecting the kid's mind as you should. I mean, I hope this is not being taken the wrong way. We should. And as an adult, that's what you do as an adult. What I'm saying to you is, you know what I'm saying, but the shame that we put in certain body parts, derives from the tale of fucking creation that is already creating you to think a certain way. I mean, you never hear a guy that's gonna tell you something about a woman, and then they go like, "Well, when God created men, what did God do? They take a woman out of his rib. Well, there you go, nigga." See, that goes to show you how powerful that shit is. That became part of their living, part of their reality. That's why mythology is the highest form of mind control, guys. Man, listen, man. I'm giving you free jewels, man. Free jewels. And there's a fucker called Joseph Campbell. You know what I'm saying? And I call him a fucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he has not told the truth. Because I study a lot of his shit. And I'm like, if you could say this, you could say that, you could say this, you could say that, and then you don't say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I got it now. I got it. This nigga got a whole documentary speaking on mythology. All the footage is showing you they call black people indigenous people. That's when I'm realizing the code word that they use, just because they don't want to give a nigga credit. Because all that mythology shit they're studying, it's really nigga shit. It's African shit. Meanwhile, this nigga's talking about fucking the Chinese. He just talk about all this shit, but all of the example that he's showing you were niggas example. That documentary is on YouTube, nigga. You don't have to take my words for it. So that's why I mean, for me, it's a little bit like disappointing. I mean, shit. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But damn, man, like the disappoint to me, it's like when you're a man of wisdom, like shit. Like, I mean, how do you? Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like it's almost going against the grain here. Like, anyway, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I don't see respect. I don't see respect because I study a lot of his work too. That's how people like the journey of a hero and all that shit. This nigga understand the subconscious. Yeah, listen, man, but they will not tell you how powerful that is. And even if you're looking at today, right? Oh shit, are you doing this? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it low key, man. Certain things are none of my business. But anyway, um, listen, man. We are all impacted by it. This is why it's important for you to understand it. Your society is catered to that. That is the transformation. You know what I'm saying? And this is how, if you ever ask yourself why the government and church work together and shit, that's how they work together, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand the Pope and all that shit, because they understand through religion, man, you get to control the masses. And government do the same thing. So they brothers and sisters. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you see why the Pope works so well? Like, well, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Then he has the military to back it up. That's all it is. And now they give you Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But then again, if this is your fight, you do what your fight is. Me, I'm helping you to acknowledge, this is why this is for educational purposes too. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no Black Life Matter, no Black Power. You know what I'm saying? I'm divine power, baby. You know what I'm saying? And and that doesn't take away none of my nigga shit too. I steal my nigga shit. Shit. If anything, I'm shit. I still I'm nigga all the way, dog. I mean, if somehow you missing out on my nigga, you know what I'm saying, on my niggahood, you know what I'm saying, nigga, shit, I'm nigga 24/7, nigga. But anyway, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just a bigger perspective, man. That's what we're saying. Just seeing beyond the veil, man. Not to be cut up in some bullshit. There's a bigger picture behind it. And not just that too, man. And I'm seeing, listen, man, allow the transformation to take place, man. It's happening. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop it, man. Like it is what it is. At one point, you know what I'm saying, immigrant couldn't play in the fucking NBA. What do you have now? You see what I'm saying? Keep sugar out, man. This is bigger than you can't control this will, bro. All they can do is make you feel like they're in control. They ain't in control no motherfucking shit, nigga. Nigga, please. There's no white people ruling the fucking world, nigga. Yeah, they pulling their tricks. I'm not neglecting none of that shit, but nothing is fully in accordance. Nigga, and nobody's controlling this shit. Nigga. I can tell you this much. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much so. Why do you think they're using all the money that they're using? They got to keep doing. That's because they're not in control. I mean, they maintaining, but not in control. Hmm. Hmm. So that goes to show you again, this is another piece which is should be you should be taken with you for your educational purposes. Because if you don't understand certain things, if you're not in control of your mind will be controlled. That's how it goes. And this is why too I always take the time to let niggas know I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Leave me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Show me where, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, Jesus was asking niggas to fucking vote. Or Jesus was supporting or a Democrat side. So I was listening to today where niggas are pastors, they talking about Democrat and Republican and shit. You know what I'm saying? You show me where in the Bible where Jesus was on either side, and what was the true Jesus work. So that in itself should show you the social political bullshit that and their association, which has nothing to do with the true living God, which is in you. Those are two different work. Mine is for the ultimate, the most high. There's obviously, you see it, it speaks for itself. I mean, it's all around you. I mean, it's a matter of do you see it or not. You know what I'm saying? But then again, this is not to take away some of the good things that the church also is doing, which is very good. Ultimately, that is the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's why for me, I'm not even shitting on no Christianity or church or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? In fact, and for those of you too, depending on where you are on your journey, do not throw the Bible away. There's a wealth of wisdom in it. Wealth of wisdom. In fact, now you have better sight, better inner vision for you to read the Bible. The idea is not for you to become, to be gang related, dog. Now when you become spiritual, now you understand the higher order of things. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when if you understand the higher order of things, then that is saying, then you understand Buddha, Krishna, you know what I'm saying, the Sufism, all this shit, and it is in your best interest to study all of them too. Because they will give you the ultimate inner insight that you need, the type of knowledge that will help you, to become, what I'm saying, godlike, and at this point too, trust and believe. Now, when you read the Bible, then you realize you're going to be the one breathing life into it. Then now when you read certain things, it's going to make sense to you. Now, when I read Jeremiah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, Jeremiah, oh man. You know what I'm saying? A prophet of God had to do. Come on, man. I am all of them. I'm all of them. But anyway, guys, with no further ado, I'm gonna leave it here. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a great moment every time what I'm saying, I come out and, we all get to share these gems, man. We're breaking bread. But anyway, before I let you guys go, a couple of things out you always gotta take with you, man. Because I gotta give you home. I gotta give you some gifts for being here. Just know love is love. It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you for being with us, man. And as always, man, I gotta give you a few things to take with you. Listen, if you're not true to you, you're always gonna be false to somebody else, man. And if you're true to you, well, guess what, man? You can never be false to nobody. That's how it goes, man. So, and always, listen, man, what you do for money, you do it badly. You know what I'm saying? You can only be great at what you love. You gotta know these things. Always got to keep that one in your pocket. You want to be great? Well, do something you love, baby. That's how it works, man. And then when you do something you love, guess what, man? You understand now, what I'm saying? You don't worry about the fruit. You're not engaged, you're not doing it for the benefit of it, man. That's what hoes do, man. Don't be a hoe out here, man. Have integrity in your actions. Act from authority, man. Stand on sacred ground. You hear me? I want you to stand on sacred ground, man. I want you to stand tall, man. Fix your posture, man. Fix your crown, queen, or fix your king. You know what I mean, niggas. I want you to look good out here, man. Keep your chin up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And for you, hey, to do is to be, man. And this part here, man, I want you, listen, man, you gotta become, man, listen. The, mm. Anyway, last but not least, man, listen, the remedy of the pain, it's in the pain. I sin, Mali.